Okay, now please listen again and take notes on the answers. Let's go.
Unit 9, Recording 6.
Hello, welcome to Free Comment. My name is Lance Tobin. Have we forgotten how to dream? That's the question asked by my guest writer, Rita DeLonghi. Rita, welcome.
Lovely to be here.
So, Rita, just explain to us what you mean when you say we don't dream anymore.
Yes, I suppose it's because so much fiction these days is about nightmares. Most stories about the future show societies in chaos, or ruled by a dictator, or very divided in some way.
Yes, I immediately think of the Hunger Games, which is basically divided between the very rich in the city, controlling the poor in the rest of the country.
Exactly. Or the TV series The Handmaid's Tale, where women are owned by the state. Or Mallory Blackman's series Noughts and Crosses, where society is based on racism. It's like all the rights we have fought for and won are bound to disappear.
But isn't that the idea, that we can easily lose these rights if we're not careful?
Sure.
And then these are often love stories too, which is positive.
Hey, I like love stories, but they don't really change society, do they?
Okay.
I mean, the heroes find love, maybe the dictator loses power, but then what?
I see. So this is where you think dreaming is important.
Yes, what we need are utopias, not nightmares.
Utopias?
So, a utopia is an imagined place. Thomas More created the word 500 years ago in his book when he described his ideal society. And he kind of put this question, if you could create a new world, what would it look like? What would you do if you had a completely free choice?
Isn't that the problem, though? We'd all want different things.
Well, maybe, but there are things we would all want. No war, no poverty, less work.
Not very likely, though.
No, but are these nightmare worlds more likely? What's important, I think, is imagining how we might arrive at our utopia if we wanted it.
For example?
Well, let's take work. We all want to work less, right? So how could we make that happen? Maybe if there were more robots in the workplace, we would have more free time. But then, how could we afford to live because we'd earn less? Well, how about Thomas More's idea of a basic income for all?
And how would we fund that?
I don't know. What if we taxed robots or shared wealth more fairly? Or maybe if we just bought less stuff, we wouldn't need so much money. I don't have a definite answer, and some of these ideas will be wrong. For me, it's just important to keep the ideal in mind and find ways to get there. And I think we need more of these positive stories to help us.
Okay. Well, thanks for the moment, Rita. We're going to continue now with this theme of looking towards the future.
Okay, so which of the stories that we discussed last time do they mention? Ol, did you have anything here?
Last time in the first exercise.
No, I mean in the previous lesson. No? Okay, did you get any stories that she talked about? What did she mention? Artyom, do you have any?
Yeah, Hunger Games.
Hunger Games or something else?
Handmade что-то там. and knots and crosses.
And Noughts and Crosses, Hunger Games, the Handmaid's Tale, right? I don't remember that we talked about it. I'm not so sure. Noughts and Crosses for sure, and Utopia, right? Mhm. Right. And what kind of stories does Rita think we need? Who's got this?
Utopias.
Utopias, Yekaterina, and why? What kind of stories about the ideal societies or utopias, right? Okay. And what three things does Rita think we all want? Who's got it?
No war, no poverty, less work.
Yes, that's right. The man wasn't too sure about it. Yes. And what would happen if we wanted to move or to relocate? What would happen if you wanted to move or relocate?
I don't know.
No? Okay. Use robots at work. Yes. Yes.
Но здесь вопрос, что будет, если вы хотите съехать или уехать?
What would happen, что бы случилось, если бы вы хотели, ну да, уехать или куда-то переместиться? Use robots. Yeah.
Ну, просто я бы даже по-русски не догадался основного робота поставить.
Now we got it. Yes, she was saying that, robots made a lot of work, for us, and we can do other things. We can move, relocate, and everything. Okay. What would you say? Would you agree with Rita? And what's your idea about having more positive, right, films and films about better society than these horror ones? What is your opinion, Artem? What would you say about it?
I agree with her, and because I think nightmares is not good for our psychiatric health, maybe sometimes when we have too much stress in real world. It's difficult to, I think it's not healthy to watch films with nightmares and something bad. I think we have too much bad things in real life.
Yes. However, these films are so much popular. Look at Hunger Games, right? They beat all the charts. They were so much popular.
Yeah, but I think Hunger Games is not very hard or something nightmare. It's like another общество забыл.
Society or community.
Another society, and we can watch how it would be if it be true.
Okay, good point. Ola, what do you think? Do you agree with Rita?
Yes, I agree with Rita, and I think we need more kind stories and maybe in love stories. Rita said that it's not useful, but I think it can be used, and we need from this movie positive emotions. It's nice for mood and for health.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Yekaterina, and you, what do you think?
Of course, I agree with the writer, because the stories change the society. The other kind of stories, love story and so on, the persons find our love, or dictator or lost his власть.
Power.
power, and then what? Said the writer. Of course, yes, and stories about ideal society can change our community or give us any good emotions.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I definitely agree with that, actually. Okay, now today, a minute of grammar. I'm going to show you some sentences which were taken from this conversation. What you need to do is try to complete these sentences with the correct form of the verbs. Here are the verbs. Just a tip for you, look at sentence 1 and use it as a model. Yeah, it will help you a bit. After that, we will discuss in detail. So try to work individually and complete it. Okay, can we listen and check, or do you need a moment more?
I'm ready. I don't have number 4, but I'm ready.
Okay, that's fine. Ladies, what about you?
I don't have number 4 or 5. I'm
4 and 5. Okay, Yekaterina, what about you?
The 6th sentence is, I don't know.
Okay, let's listen and check, right? Okay, so
Unit 9, Recording 7. 1.
If you could create a new world, what would it look like?
2.
What would you do if you had a completely free choice?
3.
Maybe if there were more robots in the workplace, we would have more free time.
4.
How about Thomas More's idea of a basic income for all?
And how would we fund that?
5.
I don't know. What if we taxed robots?
6.
Maybe if we just bought less stuff, we wouldn't need so much money.
Okay, good. So did you manage to complete everything?
Yes.
Hey, that's lovely. Okay, and let's look at the first sentence a little more carefully. If you could create a new world, what would it look like? What kind of sentence is it?
Condition.
Conditional, absolutely right. It is conditional. Ol, how do you understand that it is conditional? What helps you understand that it is conditional?
Could.
Could, okay. If. In fact, it is if. If you have the word if, it is always conditional. We know it, yes? If the weather is good, I'll go for a walk. If. Okay, and let's look. If you could create a new world, what would it look like? Is it something possible to create a new world?
Impossible.
It is impossible, yes. So it's unreal. And is it about past, present, or future? What do you think?
Future.
Future.
Future or present, yeah? But important thing that it is unreal. And it speaks about present, future. Right? And yeah, what do you think? What conditional is it? How do we call it? We already know first conditional, and this is the second conditional. Exactly. This is the second conditional. Let's look at it. How do we do it grammatically? So if part, after if, what form comes? Have a look. What form is it?
Future.
Could. Atom could is not a future, but it is from the verb can.
Past.
Past. Exactly. Past. Usually it is past simple, not always, but usually, right? Past form. And the next part of the sentence is used with
Future.
Future.
it's not future, would.
Future past.
It is just would plus infinitive. Would and infinitive. Yeah.
Sorry, Margarita, how can we say can in the future? Will
Be able to.
We'll be able to, yeah.
Yes, we'll be able to. Right. Yeah, so this is the scheme for second conditional. Yeah. And let's look at the next sentence and check it out if it works all the same. What would you do if you, what is missing? What word is missing?
Had.
Okay, so let's see. Here is if. In if part, we have, what form we have said?
Past.
Past. Had. It's past form, right? And the other part of a sentence, it is would plus infinitive, right? So we can change this part of the sentence, of course. Yeah. Okay. Can I close it for a moment?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And we will see how easy it is actually. So we will check out first conditional and second together. First conditional. And here will be the second conditional. Okay, so first conditional that we learned before, is it real or unreal? Is it possible that it happens? If it is sunny tomorrow, I'll go for a walk. Ekaterina, is it possible?
Yes, it is
Yes.
possible.
So it's quite real. Does it talk about past, present, or future?
Present.
If it is sunny tomorrow, I'll go for a walk.
Tomorrow, future.
It is always future. Exactly. Okay. So it is quite possible to happen. Second conditional. If I could create a new society, I would. Is it real or unreal?
Unreal.
Unreal. Not possible. Does it talk about past, present, future?
Future.
Sure.
Or present, yeah? Present or future. I will show you the example of present, very, very common one. Okay, and let's look. Both of these sentences would have two parts, yes? So this is one part and this is the other. Oops. And this is the other part. And here it is the same. Here is the part of a sentence. And one more. Okay. So let's imagine that we start with if. If in first conditional, after if comes
Present.
present. And the second part is
Future.
will and infinitive, yeah? Okay, because future, yes, you're quite right, future, or will plus infinitive. If, and then comes
Past.
past. And then comes
Would plus infinitive.
would plus infinitive. You see? Very similar, right? Very similar. So I had already example for first conditional. If it is sunny tomorrow, I'll go for a walk, or I will go for a walk. Here, I will show you the sentence which is about present. If it was sunny today, I would go for a walk. Is it sunny today? According to my sentence number 2. If it was sunny today, I would go for a walk. Is it sunny?
No.
No, it is not, right? Artem, can you translate it into Russian?
Если бы сегодня было солнечно, я бы пошел гулять.
Да, вот эти все бы в английском отражаются при помощи прошедших форм и would. Yeah? Exactly. So it's not real. I can't change the weather. Yes. If it was sunny today, I would go for a walk. Yeah. That is why it is unreal. Yeah.
Margarita, and the main word if we see it in the sentences every time. Yeah?
Yes, it is condition sign. So if gives you condition. Exactly.
But not when. Yeah?
If we speak about first conditional, it's also when, yes. In second, it's just not possible. Когда, значит, что-то произойдет, правда? То есть second невозможно его использовать здесь. А вот first, да, помните, у нас были еще другие слова помимо if. When, as soon as, unless и так далее. То есть вместо if может что-то еще быть.
В second, конечно, только if.
Только if. Только if. В более формальной истории, в более формальной речи может быть такое слово provided that. Provided that. что то же самое, что if. Provided that, предположим, что. Да? Но это такое, это formal language. Например, let me think. Okay, so provided that we had more fair society, we would all be happier, right? Provided that. A little more formal. Okay. Any other questions here?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, I love it. Not yet. Good. Then let's see how it works and how we can use it. First, we will look at some questions about second conditional. One moment. Let's look not at the questions, but at a rule. Yeah, and we will see maybe some other examples. Okay, here is second conditional. And let's sum up everything what we talked about. Екатерина, could you start reading for us, please?
А можно вопрос?
Yes.
Как-то называется по-русски вот это second conditional? То есть как это говорить? Second conditional.
Да, вообще это условное предложение. Да, условное предложение. У нас, Оля, подскажи, пожалуйста, у нас, мне кажется, никак не разделяют их на разные типы.
Это только один тип, да, условное придаточное, все.
Вот. В английском их 3 штуки. 3 types of conditionals. Потому как все формы меняются. По сути, в русском языке происходит то же самое. Формы-то меняются. Если я пойду, или если будет тепло, просто в нашей грамматике это никак не обозначается отдельно. Вот. В английской, да, условное предложение, conditional, да? Okay.
Thank you. So maybe if we this, yes?
Here, use conditional, second conditional.
Use second conditionals to talk about imaginary or unlikely situations now or in the future.
Okay, so as we said, I called it unreal situation. Yeah, it can be imaginary situation as well, right? Or unlikely or unreal. Yeah, good. Екатерина, and the next part.
The sentences have 2 parts, a condition clause and a result clause. Either can follow the other.
Okay, so that means you can change their places, right? It's no problem. Екатерина, and examples, please, here.
Maybe if we just bought less stuff, we wouldn't need so much money.
Okay, good. And the next one?
What would you do if you had a completely free choice?
Okay, good one. Artyom, go on, please.
In the condition clause, use if plus the past simple, continuous, or could.
Or could, yeah. But anyway, it is all past forms. Yeah, it is important for us that it is past form. Could is also the past form of can. Yeah, so if plus past form. Okay, Artyom, examples?
If you created a new world, if you could create a new world.
It's clear, right? Okay, Artyom, and go on.
In the result clause, use would to talk about certain results and might, may, could to talk about less certain results.
Yeah, so here are another words we can use. Might, may, could. Yeah, if you are not so sure. Artyom, examples?
If we used robots, we might have more free time.
Okay, so here, if plus past simple, and we would or might have more free time. Okay, good. Ola, and up to the end, please.
Often questions are either only about the condition or only about the result. If a basic income was introduced, how would we fund that?
Okay, so we don't have to say always all the part. Yes, we can sometimes leave it out, and you can just ask, How would we fund that if you understand what you are talking about? Yeah. Okay. Ola, and the next example.
What if we text robots? We might be able to fund a basic income.
So again, we can use just the part of conditional sometimes. Yeah, it is also possible. Okay, fine. Let's try it out.
It's a little bit difficult.
Seriously? Yes, because yeah, we already know one of these conditionals, right, Artyom? And that is why it can be a little more complicated. Okay, we will try it. Have a look here. We've got little conversations. Let's complete them. I would like you to look at the first conversation, think about the forms, do not write anything, just think, yeah? Okay, let's try. So number one, Artyom A, Ola B.
In a perfect world, they'd just they would
Да, they would just.
They would just close
Yeah.
all town centers to parks.
Yeah. Okay. Ola.
What if an ambulance or something might have? No.
Have a look at his if part.
Had gets somewhere.
Had to get, yeah.
Had to get.
Can you read it again?
What if an ambulance or something had to get somewhere?
Artyom?
I don't see. Дальше?
Yeah.
I don't see why that would be a problem.
And what about the traffic outside of town centers? It's it's could cause house.
Только chaos. Yeah.
Ой, chaos.
Chaos. It could cause chaos. It would cause chaos. Any part here. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the same. Look at number 2, please. Think about the forms and then we compare.
Маргарита, мы не можем сказать, да, cost house.
Нет. It caused это вы утверждаете, что все, он уже спровоцировал хаос. А тут он бы спровоцировал хаос. Да? So that is why it is would. Он бы спровоцировал. Okay, let's try. Yekaterin, you are A. Artyom, you are B.
They should give waste food to homeless people.
I know it. Что-то я запутался, не знаю.
Оно бы сделало, да? Ну, действительно, как...
It would make
Мгм.
no difference and it would cost them anything.
Would or wouldn't?
Wouldn't.
Wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't. Просто по логике, да, отдавать остатки еды. It wouldn't cost them anything. Ага, Екатерин.
It would be better if people would be homeless at all.
Have a look. It is if part. If.
People were
Мгм.
homeless at all.
Точно? Посмотрите на смысл предложения. Точно positive.
Were not
Мгм.
were not homeless
Ага.
at all.
Ага.
If I was president, I'd give everyone a free house.
Мгм.
So how would
Ага. Ага.
that work?
Work, yeah. How would that work? Как бы это работало, да? Как бы это в итоге работало? Okay, good. So we know, we see more or less how it works. Next time we will practice a little more. No worries. At home, I will ask you to complete these sentences one more time. Yes, it is number 10. I will write it for you. The same sentences, okay? Please complete them one more time. And next time a little more practice to feel better about them.
То есть получается, что вот в нашем русском «бы» это всегда будет на would, да, заменяться?
Да. Так однозначно не могу сказать, потому что у нас в русском языке в conditional, в условных предложениях у нас 2 раза «бы». В английском только 1. По-русски как мы говорим? Если бы я была президентом, я бы, не знаю, улучшила мир. В английском только одна часть будет с would. Вот в этом разница, да, мы говорим if I were или was a president, прошедшая форма, if I would change the world. И вот это
I could, я могу.
I could, да, I would, I could, I might, любые вот эти варианты.
Вопрос, а можно тоже правильно? Отличие would и could – это can, да? Получается?
Can, да.
Где мы можем, то есть мы можем и там менять, это где-то can, где-то…
Ну, если смысл у вас подходит, ну да, в данном случае могло бы спокойно быть I could change the world, я бы смог изменить мир.
Можно и I would, в принципе.
Или I would, я бы изменил мир. Да? Или как мой пример был, if it was sunny, I would go for a walk. Логичнее would здесь использовать, чем could, да? Хотя я бы смогла пойти погулять, тоже можно было бы I could go for a walk. Yeah? Ну, то есть could это, по сути, смог бы. Yeah? Got it? Okay, so conditionals are always a bit stressful. Do not worry, guys, about it. Yes, we will manage them. Wait for the third one. Yes. Okay, so anyway, have a good day today and see you next week for a little more practice, okay?
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, thank you.